good, everybody? This your girl, Aishia Taylor, the owner of Purpose Driven Tees, the dopest t-shirt brand in the whole wide world. You are now tuned in to the Let's Talk About It podcast, brought to you by the Millionaire Grind Network. Today, I'm sitting here with my friends who I just recently met, Miss Briyona, Batchelor, and I also have Ernest Morris III here.
EM3.
And so we here today. We're getting ready to talk about our upcoming healing and empowerment event called DBD, Dads Misfit Moms. And so I'm going to allow these two to introduce themselves briefly to give you more of an overview of why we've come together to have this event. So first, I'm going to give it over to Briyona, Batchelor.
What's up, everybody? Thank you, Aishia, for having me today. I do appreciate it. My name is Briyona. I am the owner, the founder of Breaking All Things nonprofit organization, and I'm a restaurant manager. So I'm just happy to be here, and I'll be talking about DBD, Dads Misfit Moms. It's a healing empowerment. You want to be there.
What's going on, everybody? It's Ernest Morris III, Mr. EM3. It's just really a blessing to be a part of this event. I believe the healing is so important when it comes down to being pushed into your purpose. And this is such a sensitive topic, especially dealing with moms and dads, because most of us are really in love with those who may have abused us. You know, it doesn't always have to be an intimate relationship as boyfriend and girlfriend or husband and wife. But this particular topic, I believe that, so many people will be blessed by this. Just to have the courage to step into the room and to share and to be amongst those that you feel you have something in common with. So I'm definitely excited for November 23rd. I'm just looking for great things. I am a local teacher here in Memphis, Tennessee, Bolton High School.
All right.
And I know, right? It's an alma mater, right?
Yes, class of 2001 graduates.
Look at that. I'm looking forward to the 2019 class. I'm a 2020 class this year. But like I said, it's been a blessing, and then just my own personal testimony and what God has done for me and how far I've come. It's been so great. But thank you again.
You so welcome. I thank y'all for being here with me. So let's talk about what is DBD, Dads Misfit Moms. DBD, Dads Misfit Moms, it's a healing and empowerment event that God gave me the vision to birth. I'm doing it under my brand, Purpose Driven Tees, partnered with Millionaire Grind. And it's not what it sounds out top. It's not a bashing. It's not a bashing event. What it is was God showed me that within our community, there's pretty much a plague. More and more children in today's time, they're being born into these circumstances of deadbeat dads and or misfit moms. And I want to clarify with the word misfit moms. When I say misfit moms, I'm not talking unfit mom. To me, and I'm going to share the difference to me. To be unfit, that's when you fail to provide, just kind of fail to be there, negative things like that. But misfit moms is something that I think we don't talk about, and I think it's certain things that qualify you to be a misfit. Misfit, a lot of times when mothers are left single, or sometimes even if they're still with their mate, they may be enduring their own abuse, their own hurt. They're dealing with their own broken childhoods or different things that they have yet to heal from. And by default, because hurt people, the closest people to a mother are her children. And so by default, if she's not healed, it's going to spill over into how she raised her children. And so a lot of times when they're still in that broken state, they're not really available mentally and emotionally. And a lot of times it even spills into financially. If you broken enough to the point that you can't really just see your way out. So God gave me a vision to have this event. And so when I got ready, I was like, God, how do I find my speakers? And then he just gave me he just told me, asking you and you shall receive. And so one day I saw it out on social media and then I posted a status. And I was like, look, because somebody inboxed me, who's a product of a deadbeat dad and misfit mom? And so the reason why it was important for me that I chose people of that background, of who's products of it, because I feel like healing and empowerment is very sensitive. And hurt people cannot teach somebody how to heal. However, healed people can help people healed. And when you're dealing with healing and empowerment, you can't go get the best speakers, per se, in the city. You can't get nobody who speak for a living, because all of us can relate. We've all reported to jobs that we were broken on the inside, and we didn't want to be there. We didn't really want to do it, but we do it because we get paid. And so, so what happened is, he just had me to reach out. And so Briyona was one who reached out to me, and so I wanted to ask, what is it about your story? What do you plan to add to this event?
I plan on adding to this event. Well, I want to talk about the subject of misfit moms, because I truly believe that's something that we don't talk about often, the misfit mom perspective.
Mama get a pass for everything.
No, she don't. Not in my case. So I want to talk about from the point of when my dad passed away, my mom was misfit to provide healing for me because she was broken herself. So she was taking care of 3 children. So how can a broken mother take care of her broken children but heal us all in the same fashion? So she became bitter. She was upset. So my dad sold drugs, right? So we were used to getting fast money in the house all the time. But then when you go from that income cut off and you still got 3 mouths to feed, how do you translate anger into healing, into love, and still provide at the same time? It just ain't happening. Well, it didn't happen in my case. So having a bitter mom raised bitter children, because we were so bitter because we were just looking and hungry and thirsty for help, but I couldn't even, she couldn't provide it for us. So I'm really want to bring healing to the misfit mom perspective, that it's okay to say, Mama hurt me. It's okay to say, Mom, you really weren't there for me. You didn't know how to communicate, teach me how to love me and properly, that kind of thing. And that's healthy to say, Mom, you were wrong, but let's heal. We're not going to say that. Let's heal from it.
Right. And Ernest, what's your story? What's your contribution?
You know what? My contribution will really be based on breaking through that thing. And just who I am. I would say my life started at 3 from a memory I have of seeing abuse in the house, right? But the aspect of being able to break through and break past whatever you have experienced, like where you come from, does not have veto power to dictate where you can go. And so I really want to bring that power into the room of today we can break through. Not I wish or I want to anymore, but today is the day that my journey starts for my healing. That today is the day I make up my mind, because even that's where it started with me. It started with me when I said, man, I'm tired of being Mr. Turn Up. I'm tired of being the entertainment for everybody, because true enough, while I was doing that, that was really my cries for help. That was my cries for healing. So when I was fighting, I was really saying, I want somebody to understand me. I want some help. I need some healing, right? And so I took misbehaving as a path of getting the love that I seek, right, or thought I needed. But it wasn't until I made up my mind to say, hey, I'm not doing it anymore, because that benefits you and it justifies their behavior. I'm going to succeed. I'm going to be better. I believe God has called me for something better for me, and I'm going to go after it. And so my contribution will be, whoever feel like that, let's go. Whoever has the energy, today can be it for you. And it doesn't have to start when they apologize, because truth be told, that might not ever happen. And it's not because, it's not from a bashing standpoint of they just don't want to admit it. No, but when they are hurt, just like you said, when they are hurt, they won't even know sometime what they are doing. They won't even know sometime that I made you feel that way. They would think it could be normal because that's where they came from, right? But you have a different perspective. It's like, no, you say that was necessary. You say I deserve that, and you thought that's what it took. But in reality, you tarnished my dreams. In reality, you built insecurity in me. And so like when that whole thing, like I see people breaking through and breaking forward, and we're gonna take off together.
So let me ask this one more question. How important would you rate your healing now that you both can see what your life was before healing and what was life after healing? How would you really rate that, as far as, like, real briefly in terms of importance of it?
I'm on 100, just to be completely honest. Just because just yesterday I went to a relative's house and I saw my dad at car park, and I said, I made a conscious decision to say, let me make an effort to go and speak. Let me make an effort to go show some love, and so I'm not determined by what he's doing anymore. And then just earlier this week, Tuesday, my mama came to my house. And so it's that whole thing of you can heal and that thing can be recovered, and you do not have to be either or. You know, maybe you might have to use a long handle spoon for a minute, but through time and through healing, through true healing, the handle might get shorter.
Bet.
You know?
Well, I thank y'all so much for what you've contributed to this event. November 23rd from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the Red Diamond Event Hall on Mendenhall. Down in Mendenhall and Fox Plaza. We'll be there. The tickets are only $25 for adults, and that includes free admission into my after party. For that $25, you're going to get food. You're going to get 5 dynamic speakers. You're going to get 4 live entertainers. It's open to men, women, and children, 12 and older. For children, it's only $10. They're going to get fed. The after party, so if you don't want to come to the event, you want to come to the after party, cool. Tickets available to that too. $15 if you're not wearing a purpose-driven tee or a millionaire grind tee, and it's 10 if you're wearing a millionaire grind tee or a purpose-driven tee. We hope to see you there. We thank you for tuning in to the Let's Talk About It podcast. Again, I am Aishia Taylor. I'm the owner of Purpose-Driven Tees, the dopest t-shirt brand in the whole entire world. This podcast was brought to you by the Millionaire Grind. Thanks and have a good day.